What are the lifestyle habits that strongly support health? No matter where you live or how old you are, nearly everyone wants to know the answer. The truth is, supporting good health isn't about rare superfoods or the latest fads, but rather about consistent, sustainable habits that make a difference over time. So, what are these habits, and why do they matter so much? Let's start with movement. The human body evolved to move, walking, lifting, stretching, bending. But today, many of us sit for hours at desks, in cars, or on sofas, often interrupted only by the walk to the kitchen. Decades of research show that regular physical activity is one of the strongest supports for lifelong health. This doesn't always mean running marathons or spending hours in the gym. Simply aiming for 30 minutes of moderate movement most days, like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming, helps reduce the risk of heart disease, diabetes, depression, and even some cancers. Even smaller steps matter. Taking stairs, stretching between tasks, or standing up regularly if you work at a desk. Over time, these add up, but just moving isn't enough. How we fuel our bodies is equally significant. A balanced approach to eating consistently shows up as a central pillar of good health. Diets high in vegetables, fruits, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats like olive oil or nuts are correlated with lower rates of chronic illness and better brain function. It's less about forbidding foods and more about focusing on variety, color, and freshness. Limiting added sugars, salty packaged foods, and highly processed snacks helps reduce inflammation and keeps the body running smoothly. Many people find that preparing food at home gives more control over ingredients and can even boost mental well-being through creativity and the simple pleasure of sharing meals. Sleep, too, is often overlooked, yet it's as essential as food and movement. Adults need around 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep every night, yet many get by on less. Poor sleep is linked to a weaker immune system, higher stress, impaired memory, and difficulties in maintaining a healthy weight. Practicing sleep-supportive habits like keeping a regular bedtime, creating a dark, quiet sleeping environment, and limiting screens before bed can make dramatic improvements in both mood and long-term health. Managing stress is another vital habit. Stressful situations are unavoidable, but chronic stress can fuel inflammation and increase risks for heart disease and depression. People who develop skills for managing stress like mindfulness meditation, yoga, time in nature, or even deep breathing exercises often report better focus and emotional balance. Staying socially connected, through friendships or community activities, can also buffer stress's impact. Humans are social creatures, and time spent with others, whether through laughter or meaningful conversation, actually lowers stress hormones and strengthens resilience. Let's not forget the importance of routine preventive care. While it's easy to focus solely on diet and exercise, regular checkups catch problems early, before they become serious. This includes screening for conditions like high blood pressure or cholesterol, regular dental care, and as needed, vaccines and relevant screenings. Investing a little time in preventive care can stave off complications and make treatment far simpler, should something arise. Another habit that strongly supports health is lifelong learning and curiosity. Keeping the mind active, whether through puzzles, reading, or learning new skills, has been associated with slower cognitive decline and a stronger sense of purpose. People who challenge their brains remain adaptable, often finding it easier to weather life's unexpected changes. Finally, moderation is a glue that connects all these habits. Abstaining from smoking and limiting alcohol intake are well-known steps. But the broader idea is finding a balance that prioritizes health while still making life enjoyable. Extreme restriction or excessive indulgence rarely brings lasting well-being. The most successful approaches to health make space for both discipline and pleasure. To sum up, the lifestyle habits that most strongly support health aren't hidden secrets. They are everyday choices made consistently: regular movement, thoughtful eating, restful sleep, active stress management, preventive care, keeping your mind engaged, and practicing moderation. These aren't just tips from a textbook. They're patterns observed in communities where people not only live longer, but also stay healthier as they age. Starting with just 1 or 2 small changes makes all the difference. Over time, healthy habits build on each other, creating a foundation of well-being that supports everything else in life. It's never about being perfect. It's about doing a little better, a little more often, for a lifetime, because good health isn't a destination, but a journey.